Send the Panthers to the line. Here's Nolley inside. He's fouled, but he's going to get two.
Nolley in the open floor there. They give him some space to catch at the three-point line and attack the rim. Very, very hard to stop unless you are fouling him.
And perhaps even more lethal than these two free throws from Nolley. That is the fourth foul on Kamani Dunham. Nolley sinks the first.
He is 8 for 9 from the free throw line this evening. Pushing 90%. Great numbers there. 23 total points on the evening. You see Dunham leaving the game with his 4 fouls.
Largest lead for Langston Hughes tonight is 9. Nolley brings it to 8. 24 points for one of the top 50 junior players in the country.
The lead up to 8 for Langston Hughes.
Here's Humphries, pulls up, off the glass, no good. Nolley can't control the rebound. It's one of the few times that his hands have betrayed him.
But he's right there, always around the basketball, looking to corral it and keep possession.
Baseline inbounds. Scott calling for it at midcourt. Instead, they give it on to Gamage. And here's Scott. They could use some big shots from their star point guard. Gives it off to Humphries. The three-pointer is no good. Gamage fighting for the rebound. And we've got a foul.
That one will go against Langston Hughes on Cook on that rebound with a little bump.
Second foul for Cook. Third for the Panthers here in the second half.
Awkward action there at half court, but good choice by Lampkin to let it fly over and then track it down.
Shows some poise now from the top of the arc. Lets it fly, no good. A fight for the rebound, and this will stay with the Pirates.
That extra bounce on the rim threw off Nolley's hops. Unable to pull it down.
Brunswick unable to score in the first minute and a half or so, and we've got a timeout on the floor as Langston Hughes wants to talk things over.
Big moment for both teams right here, Wiley. Langston Hughes has built up an 8-point lead. They're feeling pretty good here at the start of this quarter. Brunswick knows that that 3-point deficit that they had was really close, and any kind of little opportunity they could jump on it. Now it's ballooned. Plus, Dunham is on the bench with 4 fouls, so it's going to be a difficult couple minutes here. Do they make a run, or does it balloon up?
Regardless of the final 6.5 minutes in this one, a couple of impressive efforts by both programs to reach the finals after both Langston Hughes and Brunswick missed the playoffs last season. Inbounding from the far corner. They bounce it into Scott, who had a small window, but Nolley a lot of length. He's got 11 inches on the senior, Scott. Jackson into the lane. Nice pass to Lampkin, who's blocked from behind. Great hands by Nolley. He can do it all.
He sure can. He did not give up on that play. It looked like it was going to be an easy layup for Brunswick. He rotates over, gets a hand on it from way outside.
Pirates come up empty again, and now Langston Hughes the basketball in transition. Cook hassled by Jackson. Down to the left block, falling backwards, misses the shot. Now to Matthews, who'll streak inside. The right-handed floater, he hits it.
You could feel Langston Hughes taking control of the game right here. The lead is 10, and the bounce is going their way.
Largest lead of the game, 54-44. Nolley saves it, lifts it high. Beautiful one-handed pass from Matthews, and Cook finishes it. 12-point advantage. Pirates taking on a water here in the fourth quarter. A deep three. Nothing but the net as it sinks underneath the rim. Bad air ball there from Scott. Here's Cook. And another 2-point basket. And Chris Turner wants a timeout. A 11-0 run to start the fourth quarter.
And they did it with their energy defensively, their hustle for loose balls on both ends of the floor, and then plays like that one we saw moments ago. It was sailing out of bounds. Nolley scoops it behind his back. Let's take a look at a couple of these plays. The block from Nolley coming out of nowhere is the first one that's key. And then the nice finish at that end by Matthews. The other play is right here behind the back, tip, so aware, and a finish by Cook. That's team effort and recognition.
A 14-point lead, 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Langston Hughes had never been beyond the round of 16, and they have shocked team after team. Now taking on Brunswick with a 14-point lead.
They've shocked them, but they have the players, they have the talent, and they have a coach who has built up a program here. We talked earlier about the 8th graders 4 years ago coming across the street, starting to learn the ways of Coach Welch and the Panthers, and it is showing right now.
And they've weathered the storm of losing a player or two. They lost Khalil Cuffey in the region tournament. No longer with the team, but they have continued to move forward. And they've got that state championship in their sights, but still 5 more hard minutes left as Daquan Humphreys feeds on to Gamage, who with 2 points says we're not going away.
And Brunswick's going to continue to have to attack the rim on those dribble drives.
Cook, beautiful, lays it off the glass with a backhand. Matthews again an assist.
And the Pirates are going to have to stretch and press. It could lead to easy layups like that one from Cook.
Cook's got 6 points in the fourth quarter. An answer from Humphreys, yes.
An answer is good, but trading baskets won't work for the Pirates. They're going to need some stops.
Now down low, Matthews waits, and the hesitation pays off for 2.
That patience by Matthews, waiting with a little pump fake, letting the defender sail by. The coaches are happy. They recognize that move, that effort by Matthews, the senior.
Langston Hughes, first this block, and then now on to Matthews. There's the patience. That basket brings it to 14 points.
And Matthews with 12 now with that bucket up to 14. He is shooting 67% from the field. That is, in a way, ridiculous for high school basketball, that you can be that effective, that efficient, knocking down 6 for 9 shots. But it's because of that patience and that poise that he showed on that play there.
He started 8 straight games after being in and out of the rotation. And for a glue guy, as described by Coach Rory Welsh, to come up with 14 points, including 8 in the first quarter. He kind of got the nerves and the jitters out for the Panthers as a bunch with a couple of those threes, and now solidifying this distance in the fourth quarter.
The crowd who came all the way up from Brunswick, 4 charter buses, their hope is still alive. 4:30 remaining. The lead growing a little bit out of reach there at 62-48, but there's time.
The Pirates have players who can score in bunches as well. Marcus Scott is one of them. Kamani Dunham back in the game with 4 fouls. They give it right to him. He goes up, and he makes him pay.
And now they'll have him at the back line of the press. It'll be a lot harder to get to the rim.
Panthers, their lead a dozen. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Cook taking it with the left hand. Spins back around right. Now slicing into the lane. Dumps off for Bryant. Kicks out to McClooney around the horn. And poked from behind. Jackson with the steal. But Langston Hughes able to regain possession.
One of the first poor passes by Brunswick on the break.
Before the shot, I will not count, although Landers Nolley impressing the fans. That'll go against Denijah Gamage, his first and the 8th foul. So this will be a 1-and-1.
Nolley 9 for 10 at the free throw line. He's got 24 points. Living up to his bill and knocks down another. Just a junior, one of the top talents in the nation.
leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, and he's now above his season average of 25 points per game with 26. Had a 52-point performance back in November. Here's Kamani Dunham. The spin move goes up, and that'll be a foul, I believe, on Jalen McClooney.
Good work by Dunham. Being aggressive, but being under control with that spin move. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Hasn't been there enough tonight. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Foul will go against McClooney. That's his third. Dunham, the shot, too strong.
We're down to 3:25 left in this 6A Boys Championship game. Coach Chris Turner hoping these free throws drop.
And Dunham misses them both. And McClooney an outlet down the leak, and he'll go all the way to the basket and lay it in. He got behind the whole defense.
He has speed, he has energy and desire. There's no doubt about it. The Dennis Rodman comparison that came from his coach, spot on.
4 points for the Rodman doppelganger. And now Amid Bryant. Hughes in control under 3 minutes to go, lead by 16. Poor pass here, but Gamage cannot handle it. Has to go the tough way and have to earn it from the line.
And what Gamage did right there is what Brunswick's going to have to do for the next 2:44. They're going to have to put pressure on the ball, get in the passing lanes. Otherwise, it's going to be easy for the Panthers to get the rim like McClooney right there.
Bryant charged with the foul. That's his second, team fifth. That free throw won't fall. Gamage, a Mercer football commit, sinks his second.
Full court press coming from Brunswick. And a patient crew here, these Panthers, as they move the ball, look to get open.
All the way, and a score and one more for Derek Cook.
Well played right. Cook overplayed. That's when you go backdoor. The bounce pass delivered from Bryant. The finish as your head's in.
Cast point number 19. 9 of which in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass to the rim and a hard foul. That'll be against Jalen McClooney.
And take a look here. Langston Hughes continuing to press. Ball went to the middle for Brunswick. The feed down low. Gamage will go to the line. It has not been a good second half from the free throw line for the Pirates.
And another missed opportunity.
Gamage now 1 for 3. And now I'll let you say your numbers.
22 points for Langston Hughes in this fourth quarter. Second free throw good by Gamage.
Cook confident with the ball against the press. With 2 minutes, you see Coach Welch. They want the ball screen. They want to take their time and attack when they can.
And that'll be an offensive foul. I believe that'll go against Amid Bryant. And it will. His third.
Coach Welch giving them 2 thumbs up. You don't want offensive fouls and turning the ball over, but the fans happy up top.
Smiles tell the story. They can do the math.
All in, that's for sure.
And now with the Pirates in the bonus, they'll get opportunities from the free throw line. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Lampkin hit his 2 attempts. One of the few Pirates who's been 100% at the line.
And misses the front end. It's been a 22-point explosion for Hughes here in this fourth quarter, but Brunswick has not helped their cause by missing plenty of shots at the free throw line.
Only 8 points in the second half for Brunswick.
And now a steal. And a bobble basketball and ball on the floor. Great court awareness by Cook amid Bryant. Liftoff! And Langston Hughes goes up by 19. They can taste the title.
The crowd, Langston Hughes falling all over themselves. Celebrations beginning early. And this is why. There's that pass earlier. Nice little feed inside as they were breaking the press. But it wasn't enough because Langston Hughes, side to side, even an old Pete Maravich jersey for the Hawks in the front row.
Closing out day 2 of the Dr. Ralph Swearingen High School Basketball State Championships in style. And now here in transition.
There's
this
off the
led
foot.
To the break.
The look ahead from the floor. And up goes Bryant. Yes, the crowd nuts. And now with 132, it is 71-52. Langston Hughes happy and in control. Bryant with his dunk, rising everybody up.
Not bad for a kid who started playing basketball less than 5 years ago.
Coach talked about his improvement, and it showed right there. The most improved guy over the last 2-3 years on the squad.
Now down low, mishandled by Wiley Golden III as the Pirates have put in a couple of substitutions. Tariq Gray also checking in for Brunswick.
And credit Coach Turner here. They're not going to foul down the stretch. Let's get everybody in the game and say you played in that state championship.
Meanwhile, the Panthers employing the 4 corners and next dead ball. They'll bring in wholesale substitutions.
If there is another dead ball, this gives a minute or so of celebration time. Coach Welch will call a timeout. Good for him. And you've got to talk about 2 coaches here, respecting and recognizing. The celebration will start as the key players come out. Nolley and Cook, big hugs with Coach. The fans in the stands. But these guys at the end of the bench who have been battling, trying to guard Nolley in practice all year long, will get a couple minutes out there. More like 50 seconds.
And Landers Nolley will close out his second consecutive high school season with a state championship. As a sophomore at Curry High School in Chicago, he returns to the Peach State, and he brings, 49 seconds from now, will bring home the first state title for Langston Hughes in school history. All sorts of subs checking in now. Papa Samba, one of those names. Patrick Carter Jr. as well. Ross Andrews handling the basketball. Samba. But as Langston Hughes counts down the second, Josh Butts, a true freshman, on the floor as well. What an impressive run for a team that was the 3 seed out of Region 5. Langston Hughes now 19 seconds away from the state title. Meanwhile, for the Brunswick, we've got Wiley Golden III, Keyshawn Robinson, Chris Reed as well, who's got a bright future with this program, as well as DeAndre Delegal and Tariq Gray. It'll be a long bus ride home, and nothing to hang your head about if you're a Brunswick Pirate fan. Andrews running out the clock. We'll get 2 points to go along with it.
2 points and memories for that senior.
Lift off, and that'll do it. The Langston Hughes Panthers, the first state title in school history as they erupt in the 4th quarter for 26 points, and the Panthers are on the top of the heap in 6A. And as the teams shake hands, the Georgia High School State Championships in basketball say goodnight to Athens, Georgia. A great host for the past 2 days, especially if you ask someone in that student section. But both these teams, after missing the playoffs last year, return to the final this year in what was a hotly contested battle before that 26-point eruption for Langston Hughes. So again, the Panthers winners 73-52. We'll be back with a trophy presentation. This has been the Dr. Ralph Swearingen Georgia High School State Basketball Championships on the NFHS Network.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
It's time for the trophy celebration as we say goodnight on day 2 of the Georgia High School State Basketball Championships. Langston Hughes pulls away in the fourth quarter for a 73-52 win over the Brunswick Pirates. And first Brunswick, like we said, were missing the playoffs last year, got all the way back to the state final.
It's a big move for them. We talked Chris Turner earlier. I've got a bunch of football players. They didn't play like it. They came all the way to the state final. They played their hearts out here, but they ran up against the Langston Hughes team with so much talent and a game plan that worked, and they executed to the T.